Let's see in this video how you can use the cost structure in Excel file. Here I have included a file that relates mostly to restaurants, F&B departments of a business, let's say a hotel, or other food related operations. And as you can see here, I have included a financial template for two businesses. You can add, if you like, more, or you can just have one. It's up to you. And here, as you can see, I say enter actual or expected values in blue cells. These are the blue cells here, as you can see. Okay. And in these blue cells, I'm asking you to include the values. Like here I have a number of covers or number of customers orders, menu items sold. And this value here can be daily, annual, monthly, quarterly, whatever you like. In this other blue cell, I have the average spending per cover, customer, per order, or per menu item. Okay, you include this for both restaurants. And in this cell, I have included a formula. Here is a formula, as you can see here, that calculates automatically once you enter these two values here, the sales revenue, actual or expected. In case that you are not aware of these two values, what you can do, you can click on this cell here and just type up the value of sales revenue that you expect or you actually had during that period. Let's say $42,500. I include the same value. Okay. However, if you do that, in this cell, the formula is not anymore active. Okay. So I undo this task, so the formula is back on this cell, and as you can see here, the formula can be set by using this method. Okay, I will do it here so you can see it. You click here on this cell, equals, you click the cell that you need to take the value, which is the C8, you click here, then you put the asterisk, which is the multiplication symbol, times this cell C9, and you enter, and the formula is active again. Okay, so I have the formulas here. So there is, if you use the values here, there is nothing that you're required to do, and you include also the variable expenses. Okay, I have included some relevant variable expenses, food and beverage cost. Okay, this is also, sometimes they call it cost of sales or cost of goods sold, variable wages, sales commissions or bonuses, other variable expenses. Okay, and here, in the total variable cost, there is a formula that calculates automatically all variable expenses. Here it's $15,000. Okay, so you don't have to do anything here. And here you have the contribution margin. The contribution margin is the outcome of sales revenue minus the total variable cost. Okay, so this is already set. So this Excel file will do it for you. Okay, for both cases. And as you go down, you see fixed costs, fixed expenses. You have, let's say, wages for managers or administrators. You have other administrative expenses, marketing, licenses and permits, rents or leases, insurances, depreciation, amortizations, and other fixed costs. Okay, you have to enter these values in the blue cells. Again, here I have included the formula, so automatically calculates the fixed costs and also the final outcome, which is the net income or the net loss. Okay, in this template I have included two restaurants, okay, that I have exactly the same level of profitability. This column here, column D and column F, as you can see, includes percentage of sales revenue. And here automatically is calculated, this cell, once you enter the values on the C column. Okay. So this is the percentage of sales, and here sales in relation to itself is 100%. Here at 24% means that the F&B costs, which is $10,000, accounts for 24% of sales revenue. Everything here relates to sales revenue. everything. Okay, sales revenue to itself, food and beverage cost to sales revenue, and so forth. Okay, it calculates to see the relationship of every operating element to sales revenue. Okay, and actually this column, okay, here, even though the level of profitability is the same in this case, you see it's 11% of 11% of is the profit in relation to sales revenue for both businesses, but the cost structure is different. Like as you can see here, the cost structure, one element of the cost structure is the total variable expenses, and in restaurant A is 35% of sales revenue, in business B is 37%. And here the total fixed cost, the other element of the cost structure, accounts for 54% of sales revenue, all fixed costs, while for the restaurant B is 53%. However, the final outcome is the same. Okay, in case that you need to include more elements, the only thing you need to do is to right click here. Let's say you need to add another variable expense. Right click here, insert. Okay, let's say you include utilities and specifically electricity. Okay, for some business, electricity can be considered a variable expenses. Okay, and you hit here the value, and automatically, okay, let me change the value, make it a little bit bigger, so it can give you a percentage. So you see automatically, and the total and the contribution margin is updated, changes, and the net income, and also the percentage, the relationship of utilities, electricity to sales revenue. Okay, so you can add as many items as you like. Okay, so I take it back, I delete it, and in some cases something that is not relevant either from variable or for fixed expenses, the only thing you can do is to right click and delete. Okay, and it's updated. So you can do the same for fixed and variable expenses, to add or delete elements so it can best fit in your business. Another use of this financial template, let's say if you don't want to use two different restaurants to compare their performance, what you can do, you can click here A, so you can have the same restaurant, and you can use, let's say, compare periods. Okay, so another use of that, you can compare sales from in 2013, 2014, and so forth. So that's another usefulness of this financial template. So I hope it's clear enough, and now you know how to use it, whether you want to use it at work, in your job, as the owner, as the manager, or in some cases as a student.